Yo, hey. What's up? Oh, hell. Camera's the wrong ass way. Webcam. Is that cropped or something? No, it's just wonky. Okay. I wish I wouldn't have done that. Fucked it up a little bit. Let's see what we can do here. This is gonna be like a fucking zoo here again today. Where's the hole? I can't find the hole. Is that better? Yeah, it's kind of better. I kind of don't care. I like it. Very nice. Cool. Today I jumped on early because I want to play Sekiro for a little bit. Get the blood pumping. Okay. I'm not going to be playing mouse and keyboard. I'm not going to be annoying the fuck out of you guys. Let's make sure. I don't know where my camera needs to be or how big I'm going to need. I think I remember seeing guys stream it with their cameras like over here. And I don't have a green screen, so we're just going to chill on some Sekiro. Let's see what this looks like. I've never streamed games on YouTube. I used to do it on Twitch, not on YouTube. Let's see how it works. If it's too much of an eyesore for my box to just exist, then we will make it much smaller. Like immediately I can tell it's a little too big. I'm not that important. If you're here though, if you're tuning in, we'll do a fun little Sunday stream again. Hoping Sauce can join us around 1 for Bible study, and if not, we'll just start whenever. Alright. Let's see what happens in this game. Because I've been getting good. Make sure all these volumes are good. We'll turn it up 1 or 2. Yeah, it's probably a little low. Music, sound effects. Yeah, we'll do it at 5 for now. It's fine. Doing this on a PlayStation controller. And that's about it. Okay. So we have some options here. We got to do Butterfly. We got to do Lady Butterfly. I might start off with one of those. We might just go to the estate path. We're going to level up our XP. Just get that out the way so we don't lose it all. And it's going to be fun. I'm real excited. I'm a little nervous. I ain't streamed this on the internet in a minute. It's a little embarrassing. It's just a little embarrassing. Okay, that's loud. I might have to turn the quality down a bit. Still real loud. Pops, you know I just started, right? We need display or graphics, quality. Can we do medium? Does that affect my shit? If it's still gonna look like buttering toast with frozen butter, then yeah, I'm still not gonna. Doesn't matter then. Yeah, I guess that doesn't really matter, graphics. it does matter. Oh no, it does matter, no! Hey, if you want to stream games on anything, man, you probably need a real computer. Oh. The good thing is, the lag slows it down a little bit. The great thing is that lag slows it down a little bit. Let's see, I'm really regretting spending those treasure carp scales. I'm really regretting it. I know for a fact I'm not going to use the fucking dance. I'm not going to do it. You can go Tomo way. Oof, 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 oof. Oh shit. Auto lock. We were playing without auto lock a little bit yesterday, and I'm not gonna beat around the bush. There's something to it. There's really something to it. Even if you don't get perfect parries, you get a little bit of wiggle room. This guy is just not a fun enemy to fight. I've never liked him. He's probably a lock-on guy. Son of a bitch. Drains way too much of a drain. Draining way too much health. Let's get some pellets on there. We've got Juzu done. We gotta do 7 spears. Ah, shit. Son of a gun. Get this axe. Why is that on there? Oh, I'm so bad at this game, mate. It's so bad. It's embarrassing, mate. This is why people don't stream with their cameras on this game. Oh. I also wonder if people ever map it the way I do, because I use square for attack. Let's see, I see a message here. Let's see what that is. Sauce will be ready in 30. Word. Oh, I'm so scared of running through the fire all the time. I think I'm gonna get, oh, yep, never mind, that was stupid. Oopsies. I always thought it hurt you. Turns out it does. Well, turns out there's a reason. Oh, always nice to get that little deflect right there. The fuck out of my way. Alright. Hold on. Phone's going away. Ah! Alright. Phone's leaving me. Stop hugging the wall, you big softy. When I play on PlayStation, those shield guys do not spring into action that fast by any means necessary. They do not do that. But hey, updated UI, I guess I'll take it. We got Shinobi Hunter done. That was a pretty surprising one last night. I did not expect to get that one done. Woohoo! Kit missed. Eliminates all stat changes. Hey! Ooh. Oh. See, this is where the not or what is it? Not locking on is good. I picked that up in the Mibu village on my other playthrough. Oh, the things I learned in Mibu Village, Goku. I learned Krillin. Let's get over to this idol. We need to just kill one more guy. We need one more guy. Just one more guy. No, no, not the axe, not the axe. You're swinging the axe, you're making yourself look like an asshole. I really underestimated the power of Whirlwind Slash in my second starting playthrough. Third or whatever you want to call it, but I think it was my second legit one. I really over-relied on it my first one. And now I'm going back to sort of over-relying on it. Maybe more towards the middle. We need to save up some of these. But we really do need posture on a death blow. That's not as important. Reduces posture with a sword, yeah. Yeah, that's huge. It's huge, folks. It's huge. Purchase spirit emblems. It's only 900. Can we upgrade anything? Let's go ahead and check that out quick. Because I want to just go fight Lady Butterfly. I just want to try her. Get the blood pumping. So welcome to the nurse's station. Boom, shakalaka. Oh, ow, 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 ow. Metal metal earphones. That hurts. Oh, it's because I was touching my Mac. Humans, man, we're weird. Ouch. Son of a bitch. Is someone tooling me? Ouch. Ow. Oh my god, it's when I touch my Mac with my left hand. Okay, fuck, that hurts. Ouch, 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 ouch. Why? That was painful, man. What is it? Oh, one of the biggest cringy things I think I ever see whenever I'm playing this game or watching this game is just the thought of it in English. It's so infuriating when I see this game played in English because it's just like, this just looks so bad. It just does. I can't get more. Its information is locked. I don't know which path actually goes somewhere that I want. Probably this one, because it's got gouging top, but that's over here. I don't really need any of this. Spirit emblem. I'm gonna go do some spirit emblem. Because I did not know you would need it so much for the Mortal Blade later on as when you do. I really didn't know that. And even though it takes spirit emblems, you don't need any. And I don't know the difference. Maybe I'm just uncultured. Let's go see what happens. Oh, no arrow guy. Get yo bitch ass on the flow. See, This sounds better in English. Dreadful illusion technique. I think I picked up a bunch of snap seeds somewhere at one place before I fought Lady Butterfly. I want to say I only have the one, right? No, I got a few. You do need this. You do need this at least once. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Go. Find it. Find it. I might end up using like 5 of them all at once by accident, but will. We are going to for sure use a sugar. I'm not sure which one. Probably the vitality damage one. Me? Oh, okay, that's what the temple key's for. Oh, hi, buddy. What you doing in the burning building? I don't know why I'm nervous to stream this again. It's got such a deep history. I think Lady Butterfly is one of my more preferable bosses. Pretty straightforward. Ooh, Sashina. Oh, she's so cool. Oh, Haida. Do what must be done. Okarimashita versus yes. I will not be gaslit into believing that it sounds better. I wonder if she gets training from Tomoe. You say, let's dance. Well, okay. Here we go. Which one? Which one? On goes. Might be a mistake. Shit. Yeah, I definitely think I had the spinning top for this lady. Ooh, that's right, whirlwind. Oh, an idea. An idea. Ooh, yeah, pulling it out. Real quick, healing gourd. Does anyone else claw for healing gourd? Anyone got that PSP claw? Oh, you dumb bitch. Oh, weepo. That double Ichimonji really does make a difference, though. If you got that, whew. Do I have spinning top? I did not think I did. Oh, yeah, first try. What was I needed to see something. Spinning shuriken. Sick. Okay, I didn't think I had that. Really quite unfortunate that, going into the second phase here, we only got 2 spirit emblems. That's really unfortunate. Get Joe, punk. Oh, dog, please don't. So that must be what I did instead of using the whirlwind swipes or whatever on my playthrough, I relied a lot on the... What was it? The stab. Because it turns out the stab is actually legit. Oh, you dumb bitch. We definitely got to be more aggressive. We can't be playing around with no posture here. Snapseed, get. Oh, I see. I told you. Get. Where you at? Don't you? See, I'm using all of them. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? That's fine. That's fine. That's what we wanted. That's what we wanted. Be smart. Be smart. Yeah, that stab does damage. Oh, that does damage too. Close that gap. Close that gap. Yeah, you close that gap, old lady. No. Ooh. Do some posture. Shit. We're not doing too good. We're not doing too good. We're not doing too good at all. We need pellets. Push it. Pellet, 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 pellet. Hey, hey now. Oh, you bitch. Good try. Good fight. You bitch. I don't like the item management in that fight. But that's what we gotta do. Just make sure this fucking arrow guy doesn't hit you, because you don't want to lose that just small little chip at all. Unless you have the breath of life. Whatever it's called. Okay, so pellets work well. Save your use your shurikens wisely instead. Use the spinning. That was sick. I did not know the whirlwind slash puts you in a dodge. Oh, you got snatched. We need Ungo. You got snatched. Bitch. Oh. Pellet. That might be a big mistake. Oh, you walked right into my sword. Come on, give me my posture back. Remember, it's the 2 chains thing. They got 2 in them. We're not gonna make it this far in this fight, I don't think. I need to be more aggressive and not be a dick. Don't be a dick, don't get greedy! That little chip damage on that shuriken, gratefully damaging. Sit down. You're 70-some years old. Stop it. Oof. Get yo posture down. She used to do a lot more perilous attacks, I think, on me, and that might be why I was doing better on first fights. Oh, that works so well! That literally works so well. That whirlwind slash was insane. Alright, this is way better going into this fight. Well, let's put on Snapseed just in case. I could probably back her in with this Ichimochi. Why don't they die when I snap them? Get your ass away. No! I just need a little more. Okay, we got this. We got this. Don't get greedy. You got greedy. Okay. Maybe we should go kill a mini boss for a prayer bead or two. I need like one extra hit. I don't want to do the Ungo Sugar because I don't like that item management. Sorry for the mic peak. Where can we go? What can we get? I'm not doing 7 spears. We can get Shadow Hand. Shadow Hand might be an easy one. Oh my gosh, what a shake. What a shake that is, man. Holy cow. I love this game so much, man. That's just one of them ones where, damn. This actually helps me, this pulls me back on nicotine a little, which I really appreciate. I really like that. Burn through all my snap seeds. I didn't use a single snap seed in my other playthrough. I don't know how I did that. I think I got her first or second try. What's good for Long Shadow? Or Shadow Leg, or whatever his name is. It's not Axe. Probably Shuriken. Always Shuriken. When in doubt, spin it out. When in doubt, spin it out. It's so great that he's in the same spot you start the game at. Oh, piece of shit. Well, get experience. Is Ichimonji better on this guy? Or is it just getting good? Getting good. Get your kicks away from me. Oh, Makiri counter the kick. Makiri counter. I felt that. I need to get that death blow on him for sure. Stop getting the little cheeky bitch kicks out. That one's all a morale fight. If you get that death blow, that's a morale fight. I know, Pops. I know. Let's see. What am I gonna do? Oh, the charmed one. Who the fuck is that? Oh. Is it real? Is it this guy? Is it the guy that likes the lady of the water and trying to find her? Oh, that's not good. Both at once. Oh, that's not good at all. The war-torn mob. Oh, that's really not good. What do you mean I've got unseen aid? I've got 4 space cancers in one. I gotta beat Lady Butterfly before I'm allowed to to purge those, correct? How does that work? Oh, no. Oh, I don't remember how to go about fixing that problem. Or, damn. Maybe I just go and talk to her real quick. As per the thumbnail, exploring everything. Let's go see if this does give us that option, because if it doesn't... I need you to find me blood samples from others who are afflicted. I'll see what I can find. Thank you. Oh, do I just need to go to the... I need to talk to the surgeon? Probably. Okay. Alright. That's fun. I like that. We are going to save return to title screen. I'm going to be ready for 1 o'clock to do Bible study. And then we're going to do that. I'm going to go have a quick smoke. That was fun. I'm glad that this works on stream. I'm glad it's not laggy. I'm glad it's not putting frozen butter on toast. It might be to you. Let me know. If not, I will be right back and we'll do this. We'll do this Bible study. We'll have some fun. Okay, okie doke. Guess who's back? I have no idea what my neighbors are drilling, but they've been drilling for like 7, 8 days now. Oh well. Close Sekiro, close that, open Firefox, open another Firefox. Display. Let's see here. Let's get this PlayStation cord out the way. Go to Google Earth here. Gonna pull up the Bible, Book of Daniel. This is not the Bible that I was using last time. Book of Daniel. I spelled that wrong. Bible Gateway. Cool. KJV. Daniel 8 today. Pretty sure. Hold on, let's see. Let's get this up. There he is. Let's see. Go ahead and find some copyright free. It's not jazz today. Let's do classic. Is classical copyright? Is classical music copyright? It is. Fuck. Free, no copyright, classical music, best of Chopin. Sometimes it's better to ask for forgiveness than permission. I'll make sure I text Chopin after the stream. Hit him up. Hit him up, hit him up. Get Google Earth out of here. Chicka chow. Let's throw that over here. Boom. Throw that. Get the fuck back over there. It's zooming out. OBS. Let's make sure we got piano level. It's very quiet. Give me a call if you are ready, bud. Chopin is awesome. It's sauce. That's a dog. What's up, ma'am?
Can I pet that dog?
Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday.
Oh, how you feeling?
I'm feeling.
That's better than not.
Yeah, I'm a little loopy, but I'm feeling all right.
Hey,
I'm feeling all right.
we, if you want to, we can always push the stream back going forward. That is totally fine. Like we can say 2.
No. It'll be all right. I like this. It's good. We're fine.
Forces you to
It's
get up.
Yes. It shouldn't.
It shouldn't.
But it is. So, like, this is perfect. That's okay. But.
Well, good.
I do have. What are we on? Chapter 8?
8.
Wow. We're really pounding through this. Let's go.
I think we did, what, 3 last time? Yeah, because we missed one. Did the middle. And did half of 8, I think. Yes, we did half of 8.
Do we?
Yep.
Okay. And are
Um,
we just finishing up 8, or are we gonna try and do the one after that too?
I'm sure that we will probably end up in the middle of some other book somewhere down the line. Whether it be 9, 10. There's only 12. It'd be cool to finish, but it does not matter
That'd
all too
be we'd
much.
be doing like 3.5. I don't think we'd have. We have at least 2 like today, and then next week would finish. Uh,
Let's try to get some
and then we
stuff.
could delve into the removed chapters of Daniel if you wanted, but
The removed chapters.
no, we don't gotta.
The non-canonical Daniel.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The Danny boy, if you will.
Stuff's fascinating. I haven't. It was funny because I was scrolling Twitter before bed last night, and that's what came up was the removed chapters.
I
This guy
have
was going
no
through.
doubt that the algorithm knows that Sundays around this time,
Isn't that wild?
this is what we talk about. If
Yeah.
we switch to Esther right now, within 2 weeks, you'll be getting, the removed books of Esther.
Oh yeah, probably.
I bet you get one next week, just because I said it.
I'll probably get one right now when I open up Twitter.
I'll probably already. I'll send it to myself. Who cares? Who's telling me what to do?
Lyrical empirical.
All right. So I remember saying the goat waxed very great. I finished this whole thing. I'm pretty sure. I
Oh
finished
yeah.
reading it in a silly voice. I remember that. And I, Daniel, fainted and was sick certain days. Afterward I rose up and did the king's business, and I was astonished at the vision, but none understood it. I remember looking up Ulai. All right, so let's listen to the man say it first. Let's recap.
Daniel 8. In the 3rd year of the reign of King Belshazzar, a vision appeared unto me, even unto me Daniel, after that which appeared unto me at the first. And I saw in a vision, and it came to pass when I saw, that I was at Shushan, in the palace, which is in the province of Elam. And I saw in a vision, and I was by the river of Ulai. Then I lifted up mine eyes, and saw, and behold, there stood before the river a ram which had 2 horns, and the 2 horns were high, but one was higher than the other, and the higher came up last. I saw the ram pushing westward, and northward, and southward, so that no beasts might stand before him. Neither was there any that could deliver out of his hand. But he did according to his will, and became great. And as I was considering, behold, an he-goat came from the west on the face of the whole earth, and touched not the ground. And the goat had a notable horn between his eyes. And he came to the ram that had 2 horns, which I had seen standing before the river, and ran unto him in the fury of his power. And I saw him come close unto the ram, and he was moved with choler against him, and smote the ram, and brake his 2 horns. And there was no power in the ram to stand before him, but he cast him down to the ground, and stamped upon him, and there was none that could deliver the ram out of his hand. Therefore the he-goat waxed very great, and when he was strong, the great horn was broken, and for it came up 4 notable ones toward the 4 winds of heaven. And out of one of them came forth a little horn, which waxed exceeding great toward the south, and toward the east, and toward the pleasant land. And it waxed great, even to the host of heaven. And it cast down some of the host and of the stars to the ground, and stamped upon them. Yea, he magnified himself even to the prince of the host. And by him the daily sacrifice was taken away, and the place of his sanctuary was cast down. And an host was given him against the daily sacrifice by reason of transgression, and it cast down the truth to the ground, and it practiced and prospered. Then I heard one saint speaking, and another saint said unto that certain saint which spake, how long shall be the vision concerning the daily sacrifice, and the transgression of desolation, to give both the sanctuary and the host to be trodden under foot? And he said unto me, Unto 2,300 days. Then shall the sanctuary be cleansed. And it came to pass, when I, even I Daniel, had seen the vision, and sought for the meaning, then, behold, there stood before me as the appearance of a man. And I heard a man's voice between the banks of Ulai, which called and said, Gabriel, make this man to understand the vision. So he came near where I stood, and when he came, I was afraid, and fell upon my face. But he said unto me, Understand, O Son of Man, for at the time of the end shall be the vision. Now as he was speaking with me, I was in a deep sleep, on my face toward the ground. But he touched me, and set me upright. And he said, Behold, I will make thee know what shall be in the last end of the indignation, for at the time appointed the end shall be. The ram, which thou sawest, having 2 horns, are the kings of Media and Persia. And the rough goat is the king of Grecia, and the great horn that is between his eyes is the first king. Now that being broken, whereas 4 stood up for it, 4 kingdoms shall stand up out of the nation, but not in his power. And in the latter time of their kingdom, when the transgressors are come to the full, a king of fierce countenance, and understanding dark sentences, shall stand up, and his power shall be mighty, but not by his own power. And he shall destroy wonderfully, and shall prosper and practice, and shall destroy the mighty and the holy people. And through his policy also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many. He shall also stand up against the prince of princes, but he shall be broken without hand. And the vision of the evening and the morning, which was told, is true. Wherefore shut thou up the vision, for it shall be for many days. And I, Daniel, fainted, and was sick certain days. Afterward I rose up, and did the king's business. And I was astonished at the vision, but none understood it.
Cool. That was a tough one. That was a tough one. Say it twice for the stream. I remember talking about sacrifice a lot. What was the beautiful... Okay, we'll start with 1. In the third year of the reign of Belshazzar, Daniel had another vision. Describe what was the vision. That's what he saw in the vision. What do you think the significance of the setting in this vision? The setting. Okay, so that's poking at a hole we didn't really poke. Are they talking about the Elam? I was at Shushan in the palace. That's why I kept looking up Elam last time. And Ulai, because isn't that in India?
You got me there. I don't know, man.
Yeah, I'm really trying to figure that one out. Because if I just go to Earth and I do Ulai, it is going to take me to Shashakti Ventures Private Limited. Because the Ulai River is somewhere around here. I could search Ulai River or Ulai. It's probably going to connect. Oh, it's worse. It's way over here. Yeah. So I just didn't know where, I guess. I'm sure if you follow that, like I said, it'll probably connect to some places, but that's why I'm confused about the setting. I was at Shushan. In the palace? Maybe we search palace? Oh, that's worse. It's giving me Uganda and Kenya. At least doesn't look like a palace, mate. Do we know for sure where that is? This is supposed to all be happening around here.
Mm-hmm.
Kuwait, the Karun River,
Babylon.
Babylon up here. I know that's where...
Shushan later becomes the capital of Persia.
Oh. Well, like current day capital of modern day Iran?
I'm looking at the ChatGPT breakdown, and it says, I saw in a vision, and it came to pass. I was at
Susa.
Shushan, in the palace by the river of Ulai. Shushan, Susa, later becomes a capital of Persia,
Yup, right here. Got it.
and this hints that Persia will soon replace Babylon.
Oh, there's a star fort at the tomb of Daniel. Probably the
Really?
wrong Daniel. It says Daniel Nabi. I don't know what that is. But here is Susa. And if you look, it's pretty
NAB.
much right there. Let's full screen this quick. It's like a real star fort too. This looks
Daniel is
exactly
usually
like the palace.
considered. Uh, Daniel is usually considered by Muslims in general to have been a prophet. Huh. Neat.
So, yeah, that is actually. So, yeah, here is the city of Susa. This is the ancient city of Susa. Pretty remarkable how big that is. Because I'm guessing we're just talking about here and stuff. Okay, so that gives me a much better idea of where we're at. I really was wondering why Daniel knew the happens-on in India.
That was cool.
Makes way more sense now. I am in a much better place with that.
Cool.
Okay, so now I can actually describe the setting there. Different, not India. It was at the palace in Elam by the river of Ulai. What do I think the significance of the setting is? What do you think it is first? Ooh, there's the palace.
Honestly, it sounded apocalyptic to me.
The setting?
Yeah.
The river, a ram which had two horns, and the two horns were high, but the one was higher, and the higher came up last. And he's seeing this on the riverbed.
One horn higher. That's not a euphemism. That is Persia eventually dominates media, is what it's saying.
Yep.
Or that's what is implied.
The book that talks about the statue does seem to suggest that that is what it is talking about. It's talking about each individual kingdom. I guess setting. I'm kind of caught up more on like the actual place of it. Does he talk about like
Yeah.
the sky at all? No. Okay. Then there was a primary animal in the vision. Okay, so we didn't go too far. So question 1 is 1 and 2. Okay. I'm guessing something happens in Shush. You said it becomes the capital of Persia.
Yes.
Then the capital city becomes higher than the other capital if it becomes the ruling power. Then that makes sense. That's sort of
That's
what it was
right.
alluding to. It was mentioned of the charging.
It
in
seemed like it
multiple-
wasn't easy either. There was some struggle and there was tension. There was a
Yeah, horns don't just grow. I mean, they do,
Well-
but it's not that. It's not that painless. No. So all the directions. That's the empire expanding. And I want to see if there's maybe a visualization of that. Persian Empire expansion. Go to images. And yeah, that really would check out because I don't know if it really goes all too much west. If Susa is the capital, then they do go west into Babylonia. They do push in all directions. This is the kind of stuff that I really needed to sit down and just do way more of.
You still can.
And I am. I should have been had many years ago, but today's the day.
Mm-hmm.
Is one charging in multiple directions is powerful, become great. What's the significance of this animal's power? This animal's power or this animal's power? Because emphasis matters on that. What is it, the ram? This isn't the vision of the 10-horned beast or whatever it is.
No.
No, that's totally different. Someone told Daniel about Daniel found one WordPress blog about spirit animals, and the dude that clicked to him. And then God was like, listen, if that's the language you speak, that's how the updates will come. A ram with horn. What's he gonna think buildings are? Horns. One's bigger. That's wild.
That's a tough one for me. That's detail in my dreams that will never I would tell if that was a vision if I had that kind of detail in my dreams. Unless I'm dreaming about it specifically and I get like an up close tactile, like I can count them.
Yeah, and
Then
even then, that's a
those things
dream.
are impossible.
Yeah, you're messing with because whatever you're grabbing in the dream, like the second you realize it, you lose it, sort of thing.
Exactly. Yeah, you wake right up.
Okay, what we got? What was the significance of its power? I'm guessing kingdom, empire, expansion. Push westward, eastward, northward, southward.
Let's see. Medo Persia expands in 3 directions. I saw the ram pushing westward, northward, and southward.
It says, but he did according to his will and became great, lowercase his. So that might be the significance. He's just doing what is according to his will.
Oh, he came to the ram and ram into the fury of his power. Greece attacks Persia violently. Alexander's conquests were swift and aggressive. He smote the ram and cast him down to the ground. Greece utterly defeats Persia, and historically accurate,
What year
Persia
was
fell
that?
rapidly to Alexander.
Oh yeah, we're talking
What?
like closer to like 300 and stuff with Alexander, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know the
We're in like
dates exactly.
650 or 600 right now.
Yeah, I need to Google.
We're between 650 and 550 with Daniel. And then Alexander was like 300 later.
In verse, he was 32. Alexander dies suddenly at age 32. The he-goat waxed very great, and he was strong, and the horn, or the great horn, was broken. Alexander becomes powerful, then dies suddenly at age 32. His empire fractures.
Interesting. What's the age?
It's wild because like this is stuff that was written like before it happened. These are prophecies that have come true. Uh, out of out of one of them came forth a little horn. That was from divided Greek Empire arises little horn. This commonly identified as Antiochus the Fourth Epiphanes. What's verse 9? What question are we on?
We're kind of
2?
on 3. I'm not really sure what the significance. I don't know what if there was an italics in that sentence, I could probably answer it definitively, or at least
Oh,
like what the
um,
significance of the animal's power. I'm gonna just kind of bulldoze past that one because it's saying there's another animal that comes in. I don't remember another animal being mentioned. I'm looking for it.
well, there's a goat.
Another goat?
There's a goat and a ram.
Oh, fuck. Whatever. Okay.
What's the difference?
Okay. You cheeky fuck. I got it. Oh, jeepers. Okay, so apparently more powerful than the first. What did it do? What was the significance of this activity? Where's the goat? I'll lift my head up, saw a ram, and I was considering, behold, he goat came from the west. Okay, so the goat came from the west of the whole earth. Let's look at earth quick. Yeah, that's where Greece comes from. Some bitch. That's exactly where Greece comes from. Where we at? On the face of the whole earth, and touch not the ground. And the goat had a notable horn between his eyes. And he came to the ram with 2 horns, which had been seen before the river, ran unto him in the fury of his power. Okay. So yeah, what you said, Greece and Persia. What significance of the activity? Do you see any parallels with the historical facts at the time? At the time? I'm sure there
He's
is.
talking about, yeah, my dad's talking about the prophecy. I would assume that he's talking about,
Like, does this mirror any historical
yes, this is
events?
like a prophecy. Like this is prophetic. This is something that will happen, and Daniel is
I know
being
he likes
given a
italics
vision.
and underlines and stuff. I think his questions could do. I think they could do the answer better, a little bit more justice if they, because they're super specific and they can get one. Like if they're gonna be the specific, they might as well just be as specific as possible. Just one thing I note. Because don't get me wrong, I'll go into the difference between what is the significance of this animal versus this animal's power. I'll go into the difference between that all day.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so yeah, the reason I say that is because do you see any parallels with the historical facts at the time? So at the time, Alexander did not happen yet. So the way the question's leaning, it's like, so what happened before that like that? I'm sure there is something, but you gave an example of something that came after, which is the prophetic part. So this one's saying like, what's the parallel versus like, what's the prophecy? And those two, well, like one leans forward, one leans back. Is there anything like Alexander the Great in Greece before that? I mean, kingdoms and shit was taking over
No,
stuff all the time.
try not to overthink. It's literally, these are broken down,
Okay,
and the parallel he's describing is the parallel between the vision and reality.
got it.
That's it.
Got it. Describe what happened to the second animal when its powerful horn was broken. What replaced it? What did it signify? Scriptures teach that the additional horns grew out. What was the geographical significance of this? We just sort of went into that. What was the beautiful land mentioned in verse 9? Towards the pleasant land. Pleasant land.
Unto 2,300 days, then shall the sanctuary be cleansed.
I think that's further down, right?
No, verse 14.
A little bit. So, the pleasant land. The sanctuary? Is that what he's talking about? Oh, yeah, because it was the place of sanctuary was cast down. So, yeah, it would be the Temple of Jerusalem. Because that's where the sacrifice... Well, no, because last time we looked it up and we found that there is only direct sacrifice in Jerusalem. But that didn't... It wasn't always direct sacrifice everywhere else.
Correct. It was to keep Jerusalem cleansed.
And you said something about Alexander beat the ram and then cast it down. Well, there's the parallel as well. Sanctuary was cast down. Love it. I love it.
That's really cool.
I know. I really understand that one a little better there. What can you glean from W if you squint hard enough, 10 to 11?
He magnified himself even to the prince of the host. This fella Antiochus exalts himself against God, and he stops the daily temple sacrifices. That's what happens in verse 11.
Okay, so yeah, we did this question literally last week in more than some detail. We're just not going to do that again. What was the daily sacrifice? We just did that yeah, we're not going to do that again.
Mm-hmm.
What was the name of the one? It was Gabriel's DLC. Okay, I think we actually did all this. Okay, 4 nations, that might be one. So he was watching, listen to this vision. What did you learn regarding the end times? Okay, that's probably a good one. What's this one? What's the name of the holy character's day? Okay, what's the vision concern? Okay, yeah, 8.
Yeah, we're on 8 now.
Okay, as he was watching and listening to the vision, what did he learn regarding the end times? What did he learn about the end times? In his power shall be mighty, but not by his own power. He shall destroy wonderfully and shall prosper and practice and shall destroy the mighty and the holy people. But what did he learn? He shall be broken without hand. That's probably going too far. Not too far. Pretty much right at the end there.
Verse 16, Gabriel, make this man understand this vision. Gabriel is named specifically, indicates the vision's importance. Verse 17, understand the vision is for the time of the end. End here refers to the end of the Greek oppression, not the end of the world. So there's that.
Okay, yeah, end times definitely does not lean me to, I don't see urchin directly into the Greece and I think end times. But I'm sure that since the Bible's hyperlinked, it prophesizes the end times as well. It's just usually the way it works. I don't know.
Well, I would say that history, as much as it doesn't always repeat itself, it certainly rhymes a lot. So this could be something that is prophesized at not only a smaller scale, but the compounding greater scale that is its grand predecessor. I would assume.
Well, even the shittiest rappers use the same word to rhyme with the other. Sometimes when it rhymes, it's just the same word. And none of that homonym bullshit. They don't allow bomb on plane.
True.
Great Eugene Merman joke. I'm sorry, sir. I thought homonyms were allowed on planes. Great joke. Okay. So the end times, that definitely doesn't lead me to think Greece. Describe the goat, the horn, significance of each one as Gabriel portrayed these. Okay, so it says the rough goat. Let's try to count them. End of the indignation. Maybe end of the indignation means the end of the Greek thing. Maybe that means a little bit more. I don't know. Okay, for the time appointed, the end shall be. Ram. 2 horns. Media Persia. If this is some gang sign, please let me know, because like, I don't know. There's a rough goat. And the great horn behind his eyes is the first king. And now
Looking quite
that being
gangster.
broken, whereas 4 stood upon it, 4. So the pinky now has 4. Yeah, because this is the rough goat's horn. It breaks, and so it goes. Okay, so this one's full.
Yep.
Okay, 2 goats, 5 horns, 4 kingdoms on the one, but not in his power. The lifetime of the kingdom was changed for the king. Fierce countenance, understanding dark sense shall stand up. His power shall be mighty, but not by his own power. Okay, same with the goat. He shall destroy wonderfully. Okay.
The Ram are the kings of Media and Persia. Huh.
I'm stuck upon. Okay, the 4 nations: Media, Persia, Greece, and Babylon.
Is it really?
Is it? Because you have Greece, king of Grecia. You have Media. You have Persia.
Mhm.
Those are all mentioned, but Babylonia is where Daniel is.
Oh.
That's my guess. So when it says, "What about the 4 nations? Would these people be righteous or evil?" It says destroy wonderfully. I mean, depends on who. If you ask a leftist, they'll probably say destruction's great. But yeah, that's a good question, because terrible in the one verse did not mean terrible. It just meant like, buh.
Right.
Shall stand up in his power, shall be mighty, but not by his own power. If it's saying, but not by his own power, I'm going to say that's probably evil, because he's just sort of doing what he wants. It's according to his will.
I'm looking. Where does it say? Where does it say that?
So it goes right here in 24.
30,
in his
22.
power. The 4 kingdoms. Yeah, whereas 4 stood upon it, stood up for it. So that's the 4. And the 4 nations. I'm going to say it's probably the 4 that we know. I could be wrong yet.
But not in his power, as in not the goat's power.
Yeah.
Because it's not. Alexander's empire splits into 4 weaker kingdoms.
Alexander ain't alive yet. I don't think
He isn't?
Alexander's alive yet. The tabernacle.
Wouldn't he have to be?
No, I think that's like 300 years after all this.
The notable horn is Alexander the Great.
So it's just prophesizing, just literally that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the 4 kingdoms shall stand up out of the nation, but not in his power. So Alexander's empire, once it grows and splits.
Oh, I have it right here. Yeah, the 4 heads may represent the division of Alexander's kingdom into 4 provinces after his death. Egypt under Ptolemies, Syria under Seleucids, Macedonia under Antagonids, and Pergamum under the Attalids.
His 4 generals.
Ptolemies, Seleucids, Antagonids, and Attalids.
Verse 23, a king of fierce countenance shall stand up. That describes Antiochus the Fourth.
Oh.
Cruel, deceptive, and arrogant.
Oh. Piece of shit.
Yeah, screw that guy.
Okay, so like We actually only know this stuff is prophecy because of hindsight. Okay, this is good. Describe the destruction that would come. Describe the leadership of the four kingdoms. How their leaders would reign. I don't think we downloaded that DLC yet.
uh, wait. Which question are we on now? 5?
When it's on, no, we're on 9.
Oh, fuck. Wait, we're on 9?
Yeah,
Hang
we
on.
did all
I
of
was
the.
answering questions for. I know they overlap. I know some of the questions are intentionally meant to like overlap. Uh, so
We
because
did
like let's say I
5.
answer one, then you answer the next, then we're supposed to be able to play off each other. Um,
This one was
so
weird
let's.
because we did so much about the sacrifice last week, and then 5, 6, 7. They talk about, and then we did Gabriel. We talked about Gabriel. We called him
Right.
DLC direct. He's cartridge in. Toys R Us updates. Lightning
Yeah.
quick. Internet nothing. We did all that. Okay, then we just did 8 there. So yeah, we did that ad
That's
nauseum.
right. That's right.
I don't want to talk about the kingdom of Jerusalem until we actually have to go there, in which case I'm very excited because I want to know why it's still blurry as fuck on Google Earth. So
Oh,
we were like one or part like 3 of 9. So like describe the destruction that would come. Would those people be righteous or evil? The way it's described in KJV, it says destroy. And he shall destroy wonderfully, and it's like, well, it sounds like he's having fun, mate. But I don't know about the. Like I love that movie. It's like, well, I'm blind, so.
sounded good.
Right, yeah, like the sound engineering was shit too, actually.
Let's see.
So I'm gonna go with the four nations thing. I'll Greece, Syria, the ones that's talking about. Definitely no way you would have gleaned that from just reading this at all.
It's kind of wild how there are uh
This is where
rising and
historical
falling powers.
revisionism I see being like a poacher, because all you have to do is just say, well, there weren't 5 kingdoms, there were 4, and that just bothers me. That I'm sure somebody tried to warp this out of what it means as well.
Hmm.
I want to find where the capitals of all those nations are as well. That's just like a side note thing.
The Prince of Princes. Who is the Prince?
Is that manipulative line, some bitch you talked about? Oh, against the prince. That's capital P. So that's got to be Jesus or God.
Okay. So the Prince of Princes is a title found in the Bible, specifically in the book of Daniel, referring to a divine figure with supreme authority over all rulers. This title is often associated with the Messiah and signifies an ultimate power and leadership in spiritual context. Um, let's see.
Hmm. What an interesting phrasing in 25 there.
Is
And
this like a
through his,
Christophany?
well, meaning what, like the manifestation of
Well,
Christ?
it's like an apparition.
All I'm reading here is, and through his policy, he shall cause
No.
craft to prosper in his hand. Craft, like art, like decadence, like going to college and getting a I can read books degree, because then he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by
He
peace shall
opposes he
destroy
opposes
many.
God himself and then dies suddenly without human intervention.
And he shall be broken without hand. There you go.
Rolled.
I remember hearing that part, and I was like, okay, so something happened to him. So that's him getting sick. Okay. Got it.
That's wild.
What was Daniel told to do regarding the vision? How would their leaders reign? Badly. Next. What was he told to do with the vision? I think it's at the end
Shut
of
thou up the
26.
vision?
Yeah, what's the order in which those words are, like, how do we PEMDAS that?
Well, it
Wherefore,
says here that Daniel is told the vision. Uh, Daniel is told the vision is reliable.
which was
Its
true.
fulfillment is still centuries away. Is, I guess.
So
The
don't worry
vision is
about
true.
shit because it's gonna be a minute.
Yep.
Okay. What's Daniel's
And then
reaction to the
Daniel
vision?
fainted.
Yeah.
That's how intense the vision was. It was so like heavy, dense to process that it made him sick.
Yep.
That's wild.
And I'm confused if when he says, like, shut up thou vision, or shut your mouth about it.
No.
He's just basically
uh
saying, like, don't let it bother
keep
you,
it.
because he is clearly telling people about it, because he does say it, but none understood it.
Yeah. I think it's means keep it.
Uh-huh.
Shut thou up. Keep, close, enclose, retain, something. I would assume just from dissecting the words, just in the structure that it is, um, shut thou up the vision. Just keep the vision.
Shut the vision away.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good one. So Daniel got stumped. Daniel needs to get good now.
Well, Daniel is also old. Like this is the last little bit of his life here.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he gets another DLC.
He can't really take
Well,
another furnace.
he gets another teaser trailer.
Oh, he got another Nintendo Direct.
Oh no, no!
Oh, Lord. We got to sit through Pokemon sleeps before Gabriel shows up.
Daniel wakes up, vomits, and says, "What do you mean? They're just key cards."
What do you mean you can brick my system, you son of a...
Oh man,
And that's what
$80
made him
game.
sick. Yeah, that's what made him sick. He's like, Breath of the Wild's gonna be $90?
Jeez, that's crazy though.
What a... I mean, I really think pastors would just do themselves justice to just understand a little bit of internet lingo, because it's really easy to comprehend this as, like, DLC. Sure, it sounds joking and reductive, but it's like, it's actually not. Turns out if you could teach it to a 3-year-old, that's a good way to teach it. It
True.
just strips away so much unnecessary BS to just, oh yeah, so I
Well,
just got a
there's
pack.
that's why you need to have kids that understand, that are taught by the adults to teach other kids. Because if you don't, then you'll get this "how do you do, fellow kids" kind of like vein to it that just doesn't work.
For sure.
So,
But I'm 32 and I hate it and I don't like saying it, but I will.
true. I say it ironically.
I say nothing ironically anymore. I say it completely intentionally. I'm so done with
Well,
irony in some way. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not gonna say never, but for sake of conversation.
I see there's truth in my irony.
Well, yeah, I mean, things are only funny because there has to be truth for comedy to work.
Yeah.
So, as long as it's not sarcasm. Sarcasm's shit. All right, I'm glad
That's
we
wild.
finished that because I want to show you this stupid thing. I'm gonna show
How would that
everybody.
impact his people? If his people are going away, they're going to lose a war. Their kingdom's going to crumble.
He was astonished. All right, so let's pull up this thing here. This is the Atomic Nuclear, was it Atomic Energy Organization? It's where it's a little bit up the road from Babylon, like right down the street from Daniel. He could take one of these nice, perfect canals, and you go all the way to Baghdad. And this thing is neat. I like this thing. I saw this and I'm just like, oh yeah, it's just like what? Wait, oh wait, hold on. Is there like a giant like pyramid maze also in the middle of nowhere?
Hmm.
The one thing that I can't stand about this is I already can hear Pyramid Head saying, like, oh well, they needed to build this wall around the atomic part of the nuclear center. Yeah, the fucking 10 cars at the nuclear center. The really ornate fucking nuclear center. And also, what's up with the shacks at the top? You mean to tell me they couldn't just dig dirt? They had to build fucking mounds and just decorate it with derelict structures at the top. No, there's no cars at the nuclear center.
Hmm.
This looks dilapidated as fuck. There's no IRC regulations going on here. Like, this is not an atomic center. This is like where they're hiding something. Just I don't know why anyone would ever believe like there's an ornate garden in the back. Like, why did you have to do that? Just get to business. Why did you need this whole back part? Oh, well, it's underground. Well, then you don't need the walls. Fuck. I had to get that off my chest. I scrolled right past it and it's just like, oh yeah, so we built an international energy center that's probably the size of the fucking capital to some degree. That's 3,800. I'll say Baghdad. Is this peninsula even 3,800? Yeah, it is. Okay. But it's a chunk. It's an incredulous little chunk. Alright. So now, how do we get into... Do you have 9? The question's for 9.
The questions for 9. For chapter 9, yes, I do.
Cool.
Shall we?
I mean... Let's, yeah, let's do that. Let's start it at least.
Okay. Let me get it out. One sec.
I really need to find a way to take advantage of like streaming and walking. I need to find a device that can do that to some
Cell
degree.
phone.
Yeah, I know. That's gonna be to some part of it, but then I have to find out like, I don't know, I need like a track. I need a big circle. I can just walk around it. That's how my treadmill starts going. I get better ideas and motivations whenever I'm moving. You lose pretty much the entire all the niceties of actually streaming, but... Oh good, I'm glad this is all in one as well. Cool. Oh, let's get the old voice out. I'm gonna use the bathroom before we do this because that's a pitfall I know to avoid.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, that's the idea and that is the plan. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do the Be Right Back. And we'll do Daniel 9.
Yeah.
Like and subscribe, not like and survive. Oops. Little typo. Autocorrect, my
Oh,
friends.
I thought that was just a gentle threat.
Suggestion.
It wasn't an ultimatum, that's for sure.
That was an oops. Like and survive. Actually, hold on. No, we're going to the intro. I'm going to change that quick. That's funny. I like that. Ask for forgiveness, not permission. YouTube. Especially whenever I'm going to... Because I'm going to definitely start editing Sekiro Wolf into the thumbnail. I love that because that's what we're doing. We're just exploring. We're just whoosh, whoosh, grappling around, seeing what we find. Atomic Energy Center. Maybe a shuriken. Who knows? We're going to find Susa like we did today. That was awesome. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. So yeah, like and survive because it's totally Sekiro. Okay. So 9. This is kind of nice having the questions first. Kind of see what it's alluding to. Because it's talking about another historical event. So let's go for it. In the first year of Darius, the son of Ahasuerus and the seed of the Medes, which was made king over the realm of the Chaldeans, in the first year of his reign, I, Daniel, understood by books the number of years whereof the word of the Lord came to Jeremiah the prophet, that he would accomplish 70 years in the desolations of Jerusalem. And I set my face unto the Lord God to seek by prayer and supplications with fasting and sackcloth and ashes. And I prayed unto the Lord my God, and made my confession, and said, O Lord, the great and dreadful God, keeping the covenant and mercy to them that love him, and to them that keep his commandments, we have sinned, and we have committed iniquity, and have done wickedly, and have rebelled, even by departing from thy precepts and from thy judgments. Neither have we hearkened unto thy servants the prophet, which spake in thy name to our kings, our princes, and our fathers, and to all the people of the land. O Lord, righteous belongeth unto thee, but unto us confusion of faces, as at this day to the men of Judah, and to the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and unto all Israel that are near, and that are far off, through all the countries whither thou hast driven them, because of their trespass, that they have trespassed against thee. O Lord, to us belongeth confusion of face, to our kings, to our princes, and to our fathers, because we have sinned against thee. To the Lord our God belong mercies and forgiveness, though we have rebelled against him. Neither have we obeyed the voice of the Lord our God, to walk in his laws, which he set before us by his servants the prophets. Yea, all Israel have transgressed thy law, even by departing, that they might not obey thy voice. Therefore the curse is poured upon us, and the oath that is written in the law of Moses, the servant of God, because we have sinned against him. And he hath confirmed his words, which he spake against us, and against our judgments that judged us, by bringing upon us a great evil. For under the whole heaven hath not been done, as hath been done upon Jerusalem. As it was written in the law of Moses, all this evil is come upon us, yet we made not our prayer before the Lord our God, that we might turn from our iniquities, and understand thy truth. Added a little bit of flourish there. Therefore hath the Lord watched upon the evil, and brought it upon us. For the Lord our God is righteous in all his works which he doeth, for we obeyed not his voice. And now, O Lord our God, that hast brought thy people forth out of the land of Egypt, that a mighty hand, and hast gotten thee renown, as at this day we have sinned, we have done wickedly. O Lord, according to all thy righteousness, I beseech thee, let thine anger and thy fury be turned away from thy city Jerusalem, thy holy mountain, because for our sins and for the iniquities of our fathers, Jerusalem and thy people are become a reproach to all that are about us. Now therefore, O our God, hear the prayer of thy servant and his supplications, and cause thy face to shine upon thy sanctuary that is desolate, for the Lord's sake. O my God, incline thine ear and hear, open thine eyes and behold our desolations, and the city which is called by thy name. For we do not present our supplications before thee for our righteousness, but for thy great mercies. O Lord, hear, O Lord, forgive, O Lord, hearken and do. Defer not for thine own sake, O my God, for thy city and thy people are called by thy name. And whiles I was speaking and praying and confessing my sin and the sin of my people Israel, and presenting my supplication before the Lord my God for the holy mountain of my God, yea, whiles I was speaking in prayer, even the man Gabriel, whom I have seen in the vision at the beginning, being caused to fly swiftly, touched me about the time of the evening oblation. And he informed me and talked with me, and said, O Daniel, I am now come forth to give thee skill and understanding. At the beginning of thy supplications the commandment came forth, and I am come to shew thee, for thou art greatly beloved. Therefore understand the matter, and consider the vision. 70 weeks are determined upon thine people, and upon thy holy city, to finish the transgression, and to make the end of sins, and to make reconciliation for iniquity, and to bring an everlasting righteousness, and to seal up the vision and prophecy, and to anoint the most holy. Know therefore and understand that from the going forth of the commandment to restore and to build Jerusalem unto the Messiah the Prince shall be 7 weeks and 62 weeks. The street shall be built again, and the wall even in troublous times. And after 62 weeks shall Messiah be cut off, but not for himself, and not the people of the Prince that shall come shall destroy the city and the sanctuary, and the end thereof shall be a flood, and unto the end of the war desolations are determined. And he shall confirm the covenant with many for 1 week. In the midst of the 1 week he shall cause the sacrifice and the oblation to cease. And for the overspreading of abominations he shall make it desolate, even until the consummation, and that determined shall be poured upon the desolate. Okay. So Gabriel's back. A lot of bad stuff's going down. As it is, the music's actually really good. Very chaotic, downtrending arpeggios. Chaotic, things going to shit. Therefore, okay, man, that is a heavy... Yeah, this is, I don't know what I'm allowed to say on YouTube about this, but Israel fucked up.
It's true.
Don't know what to say. That's what happened. Identify the historical event described in verse 1. Okay, let's do that. So you have the first year of Darius, the son of Ahasuerus, the seed of the Medes, So he's a Mede. He's made the king over the realm of the Chaldeans. Okay, so Darius became the king. That's identified. And 2, he identified himself as understanding the scripture for that period, described the teaching that he understood and why it was significant.
He understands the prophecy by studying the scripture, not the visions. Not the visions alone, I would assume.
Okay, yeah, he understood the books. He understood by books the number of the years. So yeah, he didn't... I guess whenever... I guess when Gabriel was giving him the vision the last time, he was saying, yes, sleep on it a couple years or weeks or something. Don't worry about it, it's in the future. And then in the first year, Daniel goes, I'm getting to the bottom of this. So he starts finding out. And then he found out he would accomplish 70 years in the desolation of Jerusalem. So why was it significant to him and his people? Well, that is actually a really good question, because where was it? It was something, there was the line that basically everyone's getting shit for a bunch of people not wanting to change their stuff. Because he's saying here, we have sinned and committed iniquity. We have done wickedly and have rebelled. Yeah, okay, so he turned towards the sins of the people in the next phase of the prayer. I like calling these prayers instead of chapters. I know they're not, but it is hard to remember which one's a verse, chapter, line, prayer, paragraph.
Yes.
Yeah. So what part do adoration, confession play in a, save this question because this is individual. Sweet. Okay, so he turned towards the sins of the people in the next phase of the prayer, and I prayed to my Lord, made my confession, keeping the covenant of mercy, that we have sinned and committed iniquities, and even by departing from thy precepts and from thy judgments, neither have we hearkened unto thy servants the prophets which spake in thy name to our kings, our princes, and our fathers, and to all the people of the land. How did Daniel begin as recorded? Oh, okay, so it was pray. He prayed. Okay. So I like this last part of this question. What part do adoration and confession play in your personal prayer life? How do they? Or what part do they play? And you can be honest if it's none. Because we can find out what the Lord wants us to do about that. Yeah, they can't even... That's a real inversion right there. It's like Daniel goes to Scripture to find the answer, and it's like he's asking us in this question to actually turn away from it and look at ourselves for a second. I like that. So we do have to kind of go to our vision, you know. Daniel's like, put yourselves in my shoes. All right, cool. Bet I can do that. Adoration and confession. I have a fair bit of confessions in my prayers, I would say. I admit to things that I would probably say are my sins. Maybe not all sins, but when I feel like I'm just doing wrong for me, I guess. Confession, it might play a scriptural, like commanded role in that sense. But it also, to some degree, it's like there is a little self-serving confession there, now that I'm reflecting on it. Adoration. That's probably not present in my prayers. I don't think about that part as much, so I'm going to try to. I'm going to try to figure out what that means here. It's usually not in my personal prayer life. It's usually as it's like after I'm playing Sekiro and I'm like, that's why laundry sucks. And it's like, Christ is king. Like I feel loved in those moments. I feel loved when I listen to God. Maybe not an actual prayer, but the adoration comes when I hear it's not only when I hear that they received the red receipt, you know, but it's sort of like I adore that God talks to me, talks to all of us, but makes me feel special. And I adore that even in good times, it's still like you kind of have a best friend there too. I adore that. What about you?
Deep humility and repentance. Daniel turns to God with fasting, sackcloth, and ashes. He addresses God as great and terrible, as in awesome. Terrible as in like impactful, large. Faithful to his covenant with those who love him. He approaches God with reverence, not demands. I try to whenever I pray, I don't try to only pray to God with requests. I've tried to make it make a an active effort to pray when I'm happy as well and
Oh, that's
be
good.
thankful. I think it's really critical, um, just to share the joy with him as well. It's funny how when I was really young, I wanted to have an invisible friend, and when in fact I had one, I just didn't know it, and it's very reminiscent and almost nostalgic to kind of talk to my invisible friend, knowing that this invisible friend is also our creator, our God, our like the King of Kings, the one that's literally responsible for the reality in front of me. Amen. It's it's something to be thankful for, and not just thankful, but to be incredibly happy for, to be able to confide all of these things in a way where he understands already, but just glorifying him in a way or form of recognition, even if you're not actively showing people around, it doesn't matter. It's about your intimate relationship with God, um, and that connection that needs to remain open and constant. Um, so the more you can not necessarily be a charlatan about it, but just this is just a personal thing between you and God. I think that's a huge step in the right direction for a healthier relationship with Him.
Yeah.
Uh, not just praying for when you need Him, but pray for when you are grateful, thankful, happy. Um, Similar
Yeah.
to how you treat your friends. You don't reach out to your friends just when you're upset and you need to vent. You also reach out to your friends because you found a meme that you want to share, that what you want to make them feel good too. You want to share that joy.
I do the quick switch to the main uh, because
I
it's like,
saw.
I do that, and then you're like, and also sometimes you share fucking Pokemon memes, so it's like, ah, okay, so I'm good.
It's true.
Yeah, you definitely adoration and confession doesn't have to be two sides of two opposite sides of the coin.
Yeah.
Pray when you're happy. That's definitely. I used to pray like a few extra times a day. I don't pray all that much. I pray before meals, bed, maybe like one extra time. But the closest the loudest I ever had, that like the loudest Jesus ever was on his end, was when I stopped praying for a second, just started talking to him. It was after Charlie
There
Kirk
you go.
died, and I just said, like I know it's been a real long time since I've talked to you, and just since I've asked you, you know, just like how we're doing, just to make sure we're still all right. And it was a
Yeah.
really really deep moment, because he was like,
Excellent.
"Start streaming, motherfucker."
Mm. Okay.
No, straight up, he was like, "You talk all day to no one. To start doing that, and if someone else listens, that is literally all you can do." We had that conversation pretty much like as it happened. Like I remember that day. I got a stream deck within the next like month, I'm pretty sure. 2 months. And here
Excellent.
we are. And it's like turns out if you put in a formal requisition It's just gonna sit on top of the pile. But sometimes your humanity has to show for you to understand that, yeah, Jesus died for your sins because because he loves you, and part of him loving you is because you're human and because you sin. Maybe not because you
Uh,
sin, but he loves you regardless.
there's also something I haven't been doing as of recent or as consistently, but um, just having the Lord's Prayer memorized helps a lot.
Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen.
For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever. Amen.
I need to remember that last part.
It is such massive. I'm that actually fills me. Like I'm so excited that you have all of that memorized already. That's
Say it every
great,
night before we go to sleep, every single night.
man.
It's the
I'll
only
tell
thing
you
I
what
have
though.
memorized so that when the lady and I say it, it's the one thing I can be like, listen, if you are struggling too and I can't talk for some reason, like, you say this. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever and ever. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever and ever. Amen. Get your ad out of my memorizing. Get your ad out of my face.
You know,
What was the equivalent
something
of
I've been
pop-up ads
doing
in the Bible? What's up?
whenever I say the Lord's Prayer, there's also something else that I do. Um, and that's while I'm saying it, I'm also visualizing myself in sort of my own space. The way I visualize myself is on almost like a lake, like without a lake without edges, where the water is completely flat and there's no ripples, just reflection and sky. And I visualize myself saying the words, and as I'm saying the words, a wall slowly lifts from the water, and in gold letters is the Lord's Prayer, um, that like reflects, like as I'm does like a reflective like thing as I am saying the words, and I think about each one and what each one of those words mean. And holy crap, have you ever like
If you
looked up
intentionally say these words, what were you saying?
just the word hallowed is such an incredible word. Hallowed be thy name. Like you start to really pick apart what each one of those words mean. And
I think that's why again, as the man of our family here, it's like, where do you start? This one is the one to start with because eventually the memorization turns into hallowed. What does that word mean? Hallowed be
mhm.
thy name. What does that sentence mean? And if thy kingdom come and thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven, then yeah, you can really. It's short. It's way more than sweet. That's for sure.
When you start to visualize not only the letters, you start visualizing the meaning behind the letters. The meaning could be different, but the same. But it could be different things that mean the same thing. For me, when I think about our Father who art in heaven, who art, what
Who
is
are
art? Well, it's to be, to exist, where they are, their location. And then when I break it down even
mm,
further, it's in heaven, they're in heaven. And when I think of where heaven is, then I start visualizing like my space that I'm praying in, I can almost give visualizations, proper visualizations to my prayer within this zone, within this space of mine.
Hmm.
So not only is the letters forming in front of me, but the location and the relevance of what's happening in the prayer is becoming more visual. Um, and eventually, like all of that starts. And there have been days where I I get distracted, or I'll get a text, or I will um, like my mind will dart to something, and then it's over. It's done. So I started over from the beginning, and that's me back on this glassy plane, and everything I start the prayer over. So towards the end of the prayer is when I start my visualization. My visualizations aren't as strong, but the amount of times I've started the Lord's Prayer over again and just been patient and been slow and methodical, it's that helps tremendously.
Wow.
It feels good.
Yeah.
It's a an
I
exercise.
was gonna say that sounds like a workout, to be completely honest.
Yeah.
That's like trying to increase your tolerance for underwater. You know, like for holding your breath underwater. Like, what's the only way to do it?
Yeah.
Submerge.
I can't I'll say that I don't do it every time, but I would say that majority I would at least make attempts, and just throughout these last couple of years, that's what I've been doing. And
That
I don't know. I
actually
think it's I
sounds
think it's
like you.
important.
It sounds like you're kind of meeting God a little bit in the middle. Like it kind of sounds like you guys picked like a location an hour closer to Him, but still closer to the middle. You know, you're really doing your best to get this world out of your connection with God, because sometimes that's really the only thing stopping people.
Yeah.
It's that clip of what would Satan give you if what would Satan do if he was alive today? He'd give you a phone. That way you couldn't connect your hands in prayer.
Hmm.
And that's, yeah, just meeting God a little closer to Him every single time puts you a lot closer to God in the end.
Yeah. But that's
I know
when it
God is
comes
with
to
me at home.
reverence, and when it comes to approaching God, I feel like the more methodical, the more sincere, the more intent is behind your prayer, the stronger your connection can grow. And it's not just, I go to church every Sunday. Wow. Like there's actual like meaning to it.
Yeah,
You bring your own meaning, and I think that is lost in large churches, large congregations.
absolutely.
Um,
It's
I'm not
not
saying
just
that it's
lost, it's not
non-existent.
emphasized.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not saying not everyone, that it doesn't happen to everyone in large churches, but in my experience, there's a semblance of connection or meaning that is diminished um, when it's drowned out by a lot of, like I said, I used the word before, charlatan, charla.
Charlatan.
Let me Google that word really quick.
Charlatan.
Charlatan. Charlatan, a person who makes elaborate, fraudulent, and often voluble claims to skill or knowledge, who prates much in his own favor and makes unwarrantable pretensions.
Oh, I'm a charlatan
Uh,
by that definition. Fuck. Oops.
eh? uh, a lot of people that pray loudly and in like more of a public display to show how reverent they are, when
And
in
how well
turn
read they
it's
are.
making them yeah, it's kind of like that.
Hmm. Okay. Well, I really do hope in regards to the actual Bible that I really hope in his eyes I am not a charlatan. Because I really
Well,
don't think I do that. I don't think I've ever gotten on this stream and done that.
it's all about your motive. It's all about why you're doing it to begin with.
I
Are
mean,
you doing it to gain favor with God, or are you doing it to gain favor with people?
I'm actually that's a great question. This is actually this is in it looks like it might be serving me to just scroll around Google Earth and talk to my best friend all day about the awesomeness of Lord Jesus Christ. Uh, but it's actually why we're doing it. I'm glad
That's
you
right.
asked that because it's like, yeah, we should probably say that to start every week as well, just to remind
Yeah,
ourselves.
as much as you, as much as both of us can reflect and look at the word or the definition of that charlatan and kind of apply it to ourselves in some way, shape, or form. That's us being critical of ourselves and finding ways to be better people.
Try to not come off as that to the uninformed observer for sure. I don't want to
Yeah.
turn people. They say the last thing that like I'm going to paraphrase here. People say the last thing that, one of the last steps of Christianity is evangelizing, right? And
Hmm.
this is why church always bugged me because sometimes the Bible is easy. Like I'm not bragging. I'm just saying like sometimes the Bible is easy to understand,
Sure.
way easier. Like sometimes just reality is just much stranger. And so you get those people that'll say like, well, the way you came to Christ or the way you teach, the word of God or the way that you're understanding this is wrong. That's it's not just the charlatan that can drag the goodwill of those people down. It's the it's the misconception. It's the projection of their own hypocrisy at times that it's actually evil because they're pushing you away in some case. I remember when I was just not that much younger, and I I wanted to talk about stuff like this, and maybe again like not in like a preaching way, but it was just met with total resistance, almost like unless you're just reading the Bible out loud verbatim, you're wrong. And I can't subscribe to that at all because it's not wrong. Like it can be 100%, but it's like Jesus didn't give me an April Fool's prank after Charlie got shot in the neck, and then I talked to him out of desperation and love. Like I refuse to believe that our Lord and Savior did that.
Man, that's an entirely, oh man, that's when you say that oh my gosh, you know what? Let me see if I can just find it. Um, the way he explains, like if God was real, he wouldn't let things like this happen. Yeah, well, how would you know? Uh, Hang
Oh
on.
gosh, what's his
There's,
name? Cliff?
yep, Canettle.
Cliff Canettle, yeah. Great guy.
Uh, no, this was about uh free will, and it was, I believe, a woman talking to him about what was it? It was free will, but it was, why does God allow evil? But not allow, but just
Yeah,
the way he
it probably said the person who probably asked that probably said something like, why does he let things happen? As if it's permitted.
Uh,
But if you find it, let me know. I'll watch it. We'll bring it up.
there it is. Found it. Here, I'm
Uh,
just gonna. Do you care if I link it in your chat?
oh, everything you want, anything and everything. I want everybody to have every available option and resource at all times for what we're doing.
This isn't the exact one, but this is one. This is exact. Like this is what he says. Just this is a different video, but it's the same. Like he's probably said this a million times.
Hold on.
He weakens himself. He literally not weakens, but limits himself.
Let's listen.
The all-powerful God chose to partially limit his power by giving us a free will. Which means, because God gave me free will, I can haul back, slap this pretty woman in the face, and if I turn to you and say, God made me do it, I'm a liar and a con artist. God gave me a hand and a will. He gave me this hand to love and respect her, not to smack her. And if I have the audacity to smack her and then turn to you and say, God made me do it, I had to do it, God made me, I'm a con artist. I'm lying through my teeth. The all-powerful...
Yeah, I get it. Understood. I mean,
Yeah.
and that's just even when he says that, the first thing I think is like, well, if he gave us Jesus in a limited manner, if he limited his power and, if he wasn't showing his true power level, it's because he was human. It was because of free will.
Well, he does it because that is free will.
Yeah.
He designed free will for us to make the choice to choose him.
Yes. Yeah, the way
And
he
with
puts
that-
that's really, I like that.
Yeah, and with that comes a slurry of outcomes. And that it literally separates. It's like oil and water over time. Where, at one point it might be all stirred up and mixed, but eventually those things separate. And as time progresses, we will either choose or deny him in the end.
I like that as a good stopping point. I'm not going to go any further, actually, on that. I really like ending that, at least for that chunk. I like with the part of adoration and confession. That put us in a really good spot. I really hope there's more questions like that one. That's huge. Because that means that we get to acknowledge our faults and acknowledge our shortcomings in that little segment right there. That's really awesome. I got to try to find ways to ask more of those questions, even if they're not actually there.
When I give my mom a call later this afternoon,
Pass along the
I'll
feedback.
I will let my dad know.
Yeah, because that's the italics thing, I mean, that's just a preference thing. But again, like, I'm not trying to say like all pastors need to say cringe, but just, you can even bring up the one specific question that I was talking about, with the animal's power. It's like, is it this animal's power or this animal's power? If you don't want to ask, that's fine too, but
Let me. What was the question exactly? I
So
thought it had to do with
in 8, there's a question that says, oh geez, it's going to download it every time. Don't do that. Downloads, go fix that. Okay, so it says in 2, the second one of 8, what is the significance of this animal's power? We were talking about whether it was because it was, let me go to it real quick. Okay. The primary animal, he saw the ram. Okay, so I think that changes based upon 8:4, where it says, "Neither was there any that could deliver out of his hand, but he did according to his will and became great." So what was the significance of this animal's power? I actually don't have a clue why it would be a goat. Like, why would you pick a goat? But the fact that I was like willing to go into that was, like this animal's power. I'm
I
not
get you.
I'm not saying
Okay.
okay, think of every time that could be the case. I'm just saying like that one specifically because of what it was referencing. It says this animal was powerful and became great. So, what was the significance of his power? Of this animal's power? Or this animal's
Yeah.
power? Like, why did the ram become great versus what made the ram great?
Right.
And so the
Okay.
only reason I said is because there's a couple significant things. He says, "Neither was there any that could deliver out of his hand, but he did according to his will and became great." So when it says he did according to his will, I see the lowercase his and I think, oh, he's just going against God. And then we find out in 9, someone does, a bunch of Israelites do. But then also, neither was there any that could deliver out of his hand.
Hmm.
So, like, which
Yeah.
one was referring to what? Am I looking too much into it? Do I just need to shut up and eat the cracker kind of thing?
Mm, I can tell you that my dad wanted to ask without answering questions. That was the main thing. He didn't want to use the word goat or ram. That was why he used
Animal.
the animal. Not necessarily. He was trying to be.
By not wanting to give an answer, he did not get one.
I'll be sure to pass that on, because I think that happens to me too, with some of the words and phrasing and structures that he uses. But
Because he'll flip flop. Is he using NIV? Do you know what he's using by chance?
um,
I don't think it's
he
KJV.
he doesn't use KJV. He uses NIV for a lot of this stuff, I believe.
Okay, because when it talks about the beautiful land versus the, what was
He
it?
does plan on uh, uh, not fixing, but revising these again, when he gets around back to it.
Okay.
Where right now they're finished, but they're not refined. A lot of them, so they're not they're final drafts, but they could use I think he said they could use a revision. So
Cool.
not a
Well, if
revision, like
he's
just
already got it sort of on the back burner to do, then I don't feel crazy asking. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's such a great project. He's got so much to say that you're the fourth.
Indeed. Just like that one guy in Daniel.
Yeah.
Except maybe not exactly like that guy, hopefully. Because that guy was a con artist.
Are you talking
I don't want to be a con
Darius?
artist.
Darius, like
Yeah.
the 12th?
Yeah. I
Yeah,
don't
he
want to be
was
that guy.
he was a numbnuts, dude.
Yeah.
He was a numbnuts. You're nothing like that guy.
The only thing he and I have in common is our Roman numeral.
That's
Funny how they're
that's
called Roman numerals.
I was gonna say that's actually kind of the odds of that happening at all is low enough. So
Yeah.
that's kind of crazy actually. Knock knock, perfect. Oh man, that was a good one. I like that one a lot.
I like that too. I like when we can, very similar to our, like the Bible studies. Like I like when there are things that happen in the Bible study that open up a sort of an avenue for just personal testimonies.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, I think is that my mama? Is she ready yet? Hang on. Yeah, I think she's ready.
Well, that's actually a good place to stop for the week then, because I know you need sleep. You need to
No, I
rest.
need to give. I'm gonna be staying up. I need to give my mama. I'm actually about to go talk to mom and dad.
Okay.
So since I'm glad this is fresh on the mind, I'll pass word right away.
Well, that's fantastic. I'm gonna mark this down actually real quick for Star Fort
Yes,
something.
sir.
I hope you have
Yes,
a wonderful rest of your day, man. Get some rest.
you too. Thanks, man. No, thank you.
God bless you
We'll
and
talk
tell him,
later.
yeah, much love to him.
All right, nurse. Much love, brother. God
Thank you,
bless.
Sauce. God bless you.
Talk to you soon.
Peace.
Peace.
Yo, that was awesome. Great Bible study. That was awesome. You know what I liked about that? And you know what I like, I think, so far about all of these? I like the fact that we're getting things done. We got a little bit of, we got some knowledge into the fact that you can't run Google Earth and Sekiro at the same time. That's a really good thing to know. Go ahead, pull the music up. Let's do the ending song. I love this song. I love you guys. I love Jesus. I'm so proud that I didn't just waste all those Twitch years just sitting in front of a computer. I learned something, and I hope everybody learned something today. I hope you learned something every single day, because it turns out the more you know, the less you don't. No matter where you go, there you are. Have a great day. God bless you. We will talk to you maybe Saturday, but definitely Sunday. See ya.